The second season of Nagatoro slowly approaches us, and as the first season caused complete chaos on every corner of the internet for like a year straight, well, let's just say I'm a little bit excited to see how many casualties there are going to be this time around. I just love seeing people argue about drawings on the internet. I'm kicking my feet in the air just thinking about it. Now, over a year ago, I made a video reviewing the Nagatoro manga, and you know what? A lot has changed in that time, so today we are doing a little bit of a Redux review slash rant. If you want to see more manga reviews on this channel, then please, for the love of God, get this video to 5,000 likes. It only takes you a few seconds, and it drastically changes how this video performs. Also, please leave a comment with another manga you would like for me to review, and I might just do it. Anyways, something that has always fascinated me about the Nagatoro manga is that it was extremely popular prior to ever receiving an anime. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still a super big series, like it's literally top 250 on now. The amount of videos on YouTube with millions and millions of views, whether it's memes, edits, or anything else, really isn't that common of an occurrence. There clearly was a sense of community, most likely one that realistically doesn't shower very often, but still a community surrounding this manga prior to the anime ever being released, which, as you could imagine, kind of helped propel the conflict and chaos that we will get to later. And that's because as anime fans, we like being dominated. Yup, that's the direction I'm taking this video. Outside of the amazing memes and edits, including Mexican Nagatoro fan art and that one I Adore Her music video that is way too well edited to be real, well, probably the biggest reason people started taking note of this manga, even in its earlier chapters, is because of this guy. This guy right here. Nanashi774 was also well known for making some extremely fucked up hentai with a very cult fan base. I mean, this shit is something else. I cannot show any of it on screen. But, here's a picture of a small anime girl, and, here's a picture of a realistic-looking monkey, and, oh god, well, I'll just let you fill the blank in your head. So as you can imagine, the idea of someone who draws genuinely fucked up hentai, like some of the most reprehensible shit I've ever seen in my entire life, making what is for the most part a pretty simple, lighthearted manga, outside of some of the chapters at the beginning of the story where Nagatoro is inexplicably cruel, well, it certainly captured my interest and a lot of the early adopters of the manga as well. I say adopters of the manga because, similar to adopting a child, once you get into Nagatoro, it quickly becomes a little bit of a financial burden because, dear lord, this anime figure has tan lines. I need to buy it right now. Let me just look at how much it costed. Okay, never mind. I'll be leaving now. Enough about the rise of Nagatoro, and enough about the rise of my little member as I see the Nagatoro tan line figure. Let's talk about the manga itself, because it's actually pretty unique and respectable. Well, for the most part. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro is a manga about a girl named Nagatoro who enjoys bullying her senpai. The beta male senpai is equal parts terrified by Nagatoro and equal parts turned on by Nagatoro, which, as you can imagine, leads to an extremely weird relationship that slowly develops over time and leads to all sorts of weird and stupid and genuinely hilarious situations. And also, the main character likes anime and manga and video games. Oh my god, he's heckin' just like me, man. I'm bad-chesting so hard. Yes, while this manga does slowly develop and change its appeal over a ridiculously long chapter count, the beginning of the manga has a solid chance of being absolutely insufferable if you aren't into the idea of being dominated by a Latina queen. Latina is Nagatoro Latina? Now, you see, this is actually a question that has been debated on the internet for many a century. And while Googling it comes up with the answer that she's just Japanese and tan, one has to wonder what is really going on here. Personally, I speak on behalf of the entire Latin American anime fan base. I speak for Mexican Dragon Ball fans who watch literally nothing but Mexican Dragon Ball dub. And I also speak for all the Spanish speakers who thirst extremely hard for Lucoa. When I say we want a DNA test now. Look, I just really want Nagatoro to take a 23andMe, okay? Is that so much to ask? Okay, so I've explained the mimetic culture surrounding the Nagatoro manga, and I've explained the general premise of the Nagatoro manga, but is it even worth reading? Like, is this even worth watching? Well, allow me to answer that question. You see, I feel like when it comes to a manga like Nagatoro, it is crucial to go in with the right expectations. You can't just open a manga called Please Don't Bully Me, Nagatoro, and then get weirded out once the girl named Nagatoro starts bullying the main character. You know what I mean? You would think this is obvious, but in my personal experience, people are a lot more fucking stupid than one could imagine. If you don't like the idea of a tan anime girl teasing you mercilessly, then don't read the manga. Don't watch the anime. Don't use your computer. Burn your own house down. These are all things that I would recommend. It is not a manga about bullying. It is a manga that, well, if I'm being completely honest, is supposed to be bite-sized popcorn entertainment that slightly arouses you while also making you laugh. It's ecchi, it's comic, comedy. It's like a Subway sandwich. If you're fiending for a sandwich, you're gonna have a pretty good time. But if you go in expecting a burger, you're gonna be pissed. I don't want to poorly portray this manga because while incredibly raunchy and lewd, whenever it's more tame and wholesome, it also does a very good job. And as the manga progresses into the later chapters, the genuinely wholesome moments become more and more frequent as the characters mature and change over time. I think overall, the manga does a very good job of taking the originally wild premise of psychotic bullying and throwing in more sentimental moments over time, gradually and realistically. It happens in a very organic manner to where you barely even notice Nagatoro going from bullying Senpai into supporting him. And that's what I've always appreciated. I don't mean to shit on Komi-san, but Komi-san takes fucking forever for the characters to develop. Like, for these bitches to change in literally the smallest way possible. Like, that manga has no business having that amount of chapters for the unbelievably small amount of tangible development. Nagatoro is not like the other manga, because shit actually happened. And also, there's an elephant in the room that I have not addressed, and that's that Nagatoro is a banger waifu. Okay, she has swag. She probably wrote the cool S symbol on her desk at school. Her fits go hard. I mean, the covers to the volumes are fire. As a society, we have to acknowledge that Nagatoro with the snapback goes hard as fuck. And I'm tired of pretending that it doesn't. But what is probably the best aspect of Nagatoro's character is that behind the ridiculous levels of sadism lies an innocent little softie. That's right. I'm talking that gap moe shit. You get the crazy and you get the cute when you read a manga like Nagatoro. And that's why I like reading it, okay, Dad? On top of all that, the manga just has really good production all throughout. I mean, even from frame 1, the art is pretty good. I guess that's what happens when Nanashi probably got really good at anatomy, drawing all that seriously messed up hentai. If I see a monkey in the Nagatoro manga, I think I'm gonna snap. And don't even get me started on all the goofy faces that he makes, like the little smiles that Nagatoro does when she's all chibi-like. This is a great manga for me to open up Snipping Tool and just take screenshots as I read. Which, if you don't do that while you read manga, well, then I think we are just probably reading manga in two very different ways from each other. So I guess when it comes to Nagatoro, the manga is very cursed. The manga is very lewd. The manga will make you want to be dominated. But on top of all that, especially with the later chapters in mind, it's just a solid romance anime that got way too much hate by how it was poorly represented by people on the internet. It's not something I can recommend to everyone. Like, I'm not trying to get my 80-year-old Catholic grandma to watch it, but I have you degenerates, the Korewa Eat It subscribers, the people in the comments who I think should give this a serious chance. If you tried watching it in the past or reading it in the past, I suggest you give it another chance. There really is a lot to like here. And I'm here to say that I actually really liked the anime as well. Both the anime and the manga were seriously enjoyable when I consumed them back in 2021, and I'm looking forward to season 2, which is coming out very soon. Let me know if you guys want me to make a video talking about season 2. Please get this video to 5,000 likes and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you want season 2. Also, let me know in the comments if you want any other manga like this one to be reviewed. Let me know what I should check out. I read all the comments, and they are greatly appreciated. And, have a Merry Christmas.